Hello, guys. Good evening. So I'm back, and let's return to the discussion we had before about networking. How do we create networking, effective networking that we can use in order to find better jobs or get back to the market? So there are many ways for us to to create an active networking, but I would like to start by the most basic way for us to do it. We tend to think about LinkedIn or going to places and meet people, which is great, of course, but easier than that. We need to focus on people we already know. Get back to your cell phone, go through the list of people you know. That can be friends, that can be family, that can be colleagues from previous jobs, from maybe your current job, or maybe people you knew at some point during your career. But remember what I said last video. When you start thinking about networking, think about offering first. You offer first, and then you start to understand how people could help you. It's far more effective if you offer before you ask, for several reasons. I'm not going into details here now, but believe me, it's psychological true that people will far more often tend to help you after you offer for support. Get to your mobile, get a piece of paper, entire page, and go make a list. Go letter by letter. Start with A. Everybody start with an A. Write potential names on this list. And again, that will be a very personal choice for you who you should contact. Maybe you have some, I don't know, relationship that didn't end well and you don't want to get in touch with that specific person now, and we can discuss that later. But we need to understand what's the difference between relationship and network, right? Relationship is anything. Relationship is anyone you have ever talked to, you have ever worked with, or just anybody you have the number on your mobile. But network is how you use this relationship. How do you help, or how do you get help from this person? That's network. Before you establish that, it's just relationship. Go through letter A. Write down names. You don't need to write down the numbers because you already have the numbers. Write down the names and maybe some keyword. If you don't quite remember that person, you haven't been in touch with that specific person for a while, so maybe you know a lot of people with the same name. So use the name and a keyword, just for you to make it easy for you to get in touch with that person. Because when you call her, or when you call the person, you need to have a specific idea of what you're going to talk about. All right, so different people, you will have different subjects to talk about. So start talking about, ask how is the person doing, try to understand their situation. Ask about the family, how is everything. It's not a sin to say that you need support, but don't make your need for support as the main subject yet. Just try to engage. You don't need to be false, you don't need to be fake by expressing things that you don't truly feel. So be true to your feelings. If you're calling that person, be genuine to the questions when you ask, hey, how are you doing today? How has been your week? Are you still working with the previous company? How's your work doing? How's your job? How's your family? Make this person feel comfortable in talking to you. And as the person starts to talk, start to giving you information, you subconsciously start to think, how can I help this person? It can be related to job, to, I don't know, anything. Maybe this person just needs information like, whoa, I would like to know a doctor that could help my son. I'm searching for, but so far no success. And maybe you know this person. Okay, maybe I know this doctor. Well, I don't know. Try to be useful to this person. After that, if you want to talk about your current situation, say, yeah, I have been struggling as well. My family is okay, but yeah, I have been fired, or my current job is not paying enough. I'm not happy with my current occupation. I want to do something else. I want to... Anyway, as you say in Portuguese, sell your fish. Say what you need to say, and make this person comfortable to say, well, maybe I can help you. If the person don't have that initiative, you can say, would you please remember me if you heard about an opportunity that I could apply for? No problem with that. Make this first you engage, and then you ask. You can subtly say, yeah, I'm also, as I said, I'm also struggling with my career, with my job. But it's very, very important that you go through all your lists from A to Z. Do one letter a day. Maybe you need 2 days for that, because there might be a lot of numbers, of names and numbers to dial. And about that, try to dial. I know messaging, texting is far easier. I love texting, but when I truly want to be heard, when I want that person to give me attention, sometimes I make first contact by text. Hey, when is a good time for me to call you? Or is it a bad time for me to call you now? May I call you now? Choose your way. And if you try once or twice and this person is defensive, nah, I'm busy now, it's not a good time. If you try twice, don't insist and go by texting, right? But if you really know that person and this person opens for callings, call the person. Okay? Make this phone call. It's far more effective making phone calls than just texting. What else can I say about that? Well, that's it. Go through A to Z, from A to Z, and make sure you don't skip anybody. And that's just the first step. And why it's so important to go through this contacts list? Because people you already have the number, most probably you have already been in touch with. So it's easier for you to establish a productive conversation. It's far easier to establish this communication with people from your mobile than people from the LinkedIn. I know a lot. I have a lot of contacts on LinkedIn I have never talked to. I don't even know the person. Just because someone sent me an invitation and I accepted, or I did that. I sent an invitation because for some reason that's an interesting person, but I have never changed any message. So these people you have the phones on your mobile, most probably you already have the numbers, and you most probably you already have a previous conversation, and you can also use this previous conversation as a hook to this new conversation. Hey, a long time no talk. How was that? Whatever. How was that car you were trying to sell? Did you manage to sell your car? Did you manage to buy your car? Did you manage to whatever? And then you engage with the new conversation. Okay, that's just my advice for you today. It worked a lot for me when I was unemployed. It helped to establish great network. I turn a lot of, I would say, sleeping relationship to active networking. Please do your best and let me know if you have any problems with that, and you have any issues, any difficulties, and let's talk about it. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the success.